12th here today. Oh my, you guys have been chatting. Hey, Jennifer. Hi, Janice. Hey, Cynthia. Kimberly. PK. Ah, oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, PK. Morning, Debbie. Morning, Rosemarie. So we have a few people on today. Well, this is the bargain bead box, or the Bead Box Bargains haul. Hi, Gloria. That was supposed to come on Wednesday, and it did. The one that's supposed to come on Tuesday still isn't here. In fact, when I checked the tracking, it says it's in destination to its next, well, it's traveling through the network to its next destination is what it says. And then it says arriving late. I think you're right. It is arriving late since it is already Wednesday yesterday and it was supposed to be here on Tuesday. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Lois. So, it is what it is. So anyway, we're going to take a look at this haul, and I have designed a necklace, so I don't know if we'll have time to finish it today. If not, we'll finish it tomorrow morning. But let's turn down and we'll take a look at what we got here. Hello, Deborah. All kinds of lovely ladies on today. Okay, so we're going to go down now. Come on, Flip. Thank you. Thank you. The red sparkly piece was from Thunder Horse Descendants last year's Christmas box, if I remember right, and then I added this snowflake and crystal. So let's dump this stuff out here. And there's my list. Oops, I just dropped something. Never a good thing. Sorry, I was a few minutes late today. I figured I better go potty before we started. That's one of my biggest fears when I'm doing a live, that I will need to go potty and I'm not. I'm in the middle of it. When am I going to do some ear cuffs? Well, if I get the necklace finished today, we maybe will do some tomorrow. If I use the blanks, it only takes a few minutes to make an ear cuff. You just got to design what you want to hang from it. So, here is my list. It's 2 full pages. There was actually a 3rd page, but all it said was some little blurb about whatever, so I flipped it. So, our first thing on our list is some bead caps. Now, let's see if I can find them quickly. I did go through and make sure everything was here yesterday, and technically it's not because one of the items was incorrect. So, I've already contacted them. They're really good. If you've never had to deal with their customer support, if you have to, don't worry about it because they are great. Wow, bead caps don't want to show up. That's fine. We'll find something else to start with. So we have all kinds of things. But the next listing is for CZ, and I don't know. They're just glass beads, so we'll go down to the ears, because ear wires, 169. This is some of the, I got 3 pair. I think it's 3 pair in here. No, it's just 2. But this is some of the ear wires we used on, I've been using lately on a lot of my on some of my earrings. They're kidney wires with the rhinestone pretty on them. and they're a lot bigger than the ones. You know, when I first got my ears pierced, kidney wires were the only thing you had if you didn't just have a post, and they were little, just about yay big. Whereas these are like at least twice that size. And these are pretty with that extra little bit on them. So we got ear wires. These are some little posts that I decided they had a variety of different ones. Now you'll have to put your own back on these because these little rubber things are, way too long to deal with. But I thought this little flower was pretty. So this one before its discount was $1.29 for the pair of these. So not a cheap date for these particular ear studs, but they're really pretty. And I know I have a whole bunch of different earring pieces in here. So there's the bronze, the antique bronze ones. This is 167. I also got 2 pair of them. And they're the same with the rhinestones on the kidney wires, but they're bronze and instead of the silver the other ones were. And I can already see that these are $1.29 before the discount for a pair of them. And there's the copper ones. These are antique copper, again with the rhinestones on them. And again, these are $1.39 before the discount. But so pretty. And then I got 3 sets of the gold. I like gold. And these are $1.39. And again with the rhinestones on the gold. So very pretty. Kimberly, that is a possibility. But what I do is I take, instead of leaving it open like this, I know some people say they like it because they can change the bead strand out if they want to, but not if I'm making them, because what I do is I take this, and after I get the bead strand in here, I push this together. And then because that then pushes our straight piece here up, I then pull that back down so that it's closed across it. So I just take my little needle nose pliers. I'm not going to do it, of course, because it's going to close it and I don't have any beads on it, but I just take it right here, way up at the top, and push it closed. That will, because I'm just pushing here and not down here, that will leave that open there at the very bottom. And then I take, and once I get that done, I take it right here and I bend this back up, because of course when you, or back down, I should say, because when you squish this together, of course, this piece goes upwards, so it's not straight across anymore. So then you have to bend it back down. So that is what I always do with mine. And I just threw the other one on the floor. We're obviously going to have a dropsy day today. And these are $1.39 for a pair of these before the discount. Down you go. So I think that's all my ear wires. Put that away. Oh, Lois. So anyway, then our next one is oh, there's the the caps that I got right here. I knew they were in here somewhere. I got these little rounded ones. And I just got one set of caps this time around. These are 20 pieces of dotted and swirled round bead caps. And these were 99 cents for the 20 pieces in here, making them about 5 cents a piece, which is not bad. Okie dokie. We're at finding 1139. Which, oh yeah, that's the cameo, they said. I would have swore I just saw it. By the way, I got some more of these coffee cups that we used for our earrings yesterday. I got another set pair of them. Of course, they don't come as a pair. They come as a single, so you have to order them. And they're now $1.09 a piece if they still have any on the site. Though when I got the first set, it was at the Black Friday sale, and they were 55 cents a piece. So the two cost me as much as before, cost me as much as one today. But these are $1.09 before the discount. I think I'm just going to pick up stuff, and we'll just, if it's on this side, we'll just do it. Okay, we have 2 of these crystals that I've been using quite a bit of. I love these. This is, I think, rose. Light rose, yep. And I'm not sure I've had gotten these in the past. These are $1.29 each. And I'm just going to tell you what the regular price is. I don't need to add. Everybody knows I use the discount. This one is $2.836. This is the dark amethyst. I do have another one, so this is not alone all by itself, but I think they didn't have any more left when I ordered these. Oh, and I got free chain as my free gift, is some chain, and I'm going to use that with the necklace. And the other thing I'm going to use with the necklace, if it's right here, yeah, it's right here. This is a Finding 2894. That costs $2.29. But this is going to be a festive necklace because these are like all different colored of little, and these are glass, so they're really nice. But there's 9 in the package. I'm going to just use 7 in my necklace. I could use all 9, but I just have it set up for 7, so that's part of our necklace. I got some more of those little lavender and connectors because I keep thinking I want to make that these would make a really cool necklace with these in the middle of some crystals or some lavender beads. Just, a little bead strand, and then one of these and another little bead strand. And I think that'll be really pretty. So that's those little lavender guys that we had before. I love them too. The bulbs, yeah, I think they're really pretty. And frankly, oh, hi, Angel. I wish I'd gotten 2 batches of them, but I wasn't sure if I'd really like them, and I love them, so I wish I had, but it's the way it goes. These are $1.99 for the pair. There's the little cameos. These were only 89 cents for the pair, and I figured I'd try them, see if I like them at all. I knew they were going to be small, so it's just a little lady there. So, and there's a pair of those for 89 cents. I got some spacers. You get up there. You're not in with my bunch here. These are actually on the other page. We'll wait till we get to the other page to worry about these things, because the spacers are all on the second page, as are the pendants. These are on the other page also. But here's some more of these crystals. This is the light sapphire color. I got 2 of those. Pretty color. So pendants are on the other page. This is listed as a finding, but I think it's on the other page too. So 3967. Here's got some more of these snowflakes with the rhinestone in the middle of them. The snowflake itself is pretty small. The rhinestone's quite large. I think they're pretty. Though I have to ask myself why I got so many because this is 2 pair here and I already had a pair because we're going to be going out of winter, but well, hopefully we're just starting really winter, so I guess I could just make winter stuff. But come on, go in there with your buddy. So we got 2 pair of those. Each of them come as a pair, and they're $1.29 for the pair. Spacer, spacer, spacer. Finding for the other page. Pendant. This one, I'm not sure if it's on this page or not because I've got the little slips all covered. 3961. Yes, it is. These are some more of those knot ones. I got these specifically because I do, like I say, do a lot of Celtic stuff. I do 2 different Celtic festivals, and I think these make a really pretty Celtic item. I know what you mean, Gloria. That was me yesterday. I could not get to sleep. Finally got to sleep about 3:30 night before last. And then my alarm clock woke me up to do the show. At least it woke me up because I was like, I'm out of it. So these are $3.29 for a pair of them, and I got 2 pair. Okay, this is 6922. This is the little one of the little CZs up here. It's got little stars, little yellow ones. So go down in there. So those are $1.29, and it says there's, I think it said there was 20 here. Yeah, there's 20 in here. These say they're Rosalind with a gold shimmer, but I gotta tell you, the Rosalind is really hidden by the gold shimmer. Spacer, spacer. There's a finding. That's also on the next page over, so looks like most of these are going to be on the next page. Oh, this is my wrong one. Remember I said that one of my pieces was wrong? I did get leaves, see there, but they're the little regular like aspen leaf size kind. And it was supposed to be maple leaves. Their number is just one number different. Instead of 6685, the maple leaves are 6885. So that's the one I contacted them about. And this must be Yeah, this is my, well, no, it's 0771. That says it's, there we go. It's these little guys. Now, when I ordered these, I didn't pay attention to the size as well as I should have because I was expecting them to be bigger. And they're really tiny little guys, but they're pretty. I'm sure I will be using them. So, little teardrops. So I think we're on to the next page now. So we have these hexagon links. I got them in 3 different colors. 7.3 is the gold ones, and these are $1.39 for 10 of them, and I think they're all the same. All of them are the same price. Yeah. So here's their shape. I think they're really cool. They'll be great for putting in between bead strands in earrings or necklaces or bracelets, any of those things. This would work really cool in. So actually even in the ear cuffs that we might make in a bit. So these are the gold ones, and then this one 7.4 is the rose gold, and then the next one is the 3976 in the antique bronze. And I thought I got some silver ones too, but there's none on this order. So maybe I got those in the order that's not here yet. This is our next guy. Yeah, 3977. And I got 4 of these because I really loved them when they came in my last order. They're $1.99 for 2. And this is those really pretty little links with the topaz-like color in the middle and the 2 little rhinestones on either side. I think these are the prettiest little links. So definitely be using those. So I got 4 sets of those. Pendant finding 901. Well, that's way down here, but it's one of the snowflakes. Now, I've got these from Randy at Thunderhorse Descendant before, but I really loved the color of this one. See how it flashes between a purpley pink and blue? I really think that's gorgeous. I only got 1 of those right now, but I think I ordered a second one in one of my next orders that I did. True, Lois. That's like I say, that's why I was a little late, because I had to go pee before we started. Now we're at, it says I have 2 pieces. And I know that everything was in here, but I'm not finding it. This one's 4199. It's this lower one here. 20 pieces of stainless steel snowflake charms. I thought these were cute little guys. And I've got some ear posts that are like these. And I thought, well, I can put an ear post like that on the top of some earrings and hang these down at the very bottom. That would be cute. So spacer. Ah, are these the ones I was looking for? Antique silver 4 loop links for $1.39. Now, I was sort of surprised because these are only, come on, one-sided. See, the other side's blank, and then the design is only on that one side. I was expecting them to be on both sides, but they're not, so that's all right. They're pretty little guys. So, oop. Let's see, we have pendants. These are, I think, are classified as glass. Spacer, 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 spacer. Another glass. Did I already do those snowflakes? I must have. I bet I did, and I was thinking they were like something else. Teardrop links. I did. We looked at the snowflake charms with the big crystal in the middle earlier. So we're down to this glass, and this is discs. Cranberry and white swirl. I like discs. I think they're fun. The next thing on the list is 6mm Drux round with crystal with baby blue. So I think they're really pretty. I have a shadow over here. And then the last one of my glass ones are these pretty cobalt blue little fire polish beads. And now we're at the space pendants. So we have two different pendants here. This one is, I just decided I'd try this one. It's $2.19 is its base price. And it's got this big crystal in the middle of it, but it looks like a bunch of little sticks all the way around. It's sort of interesting. They call it branch textured. 22 by 13mm, 18 karat gold plated brass. So it's an interesting one. They have different shapes. I just figured I'd try this one and see if I liked it. And this is one that I have another one of. I got these because you can either make, it's a little pendant, it's cute, make this into a really simple pendant by just putting some chain on either side. But I was thinking after I got it, and I was thought to myself, well, you could also put two little pieces of chain up to an ear wire, and this would make a really pretty, delicate earring. So that's probably what I'm going to do with these. It's $1.49 a piece. And now we're to our spacers, of which I have lots. So first I got these kind. They call these corrugated rondelles. I think they look cool. Those are in antique bronze. Let's not get lost, guys. I should put these in a tray, then it's easier to drop them back into the bag. Definitely easier to drop them back into the bag. Let's see, this one is $16.39. It is 4mm corrugated round spacer beads in antique silver. I'm going to get one of my clear trays rather than the metal because these will just melt right into the metal ones. So those are corrugated round spacers. I've always loved those. Those are $1.09 for, it's how many pieces? It says there's 50 pieces in there. Yeah, I can believe it. This one, $16.59, is again 50 pieces of corrugated rondelle spacer beads. Now, these are similar to the last ones we had, except for they're rondelles, so they're sort of squished. So, thought those were cool. Those are $1.49 for 50. These are, what do they call them? Rondelle spacer beads in antique silver. I have some more of these and I like them quite a bit. They remind me of a washer spacer, except for they're not flat. They're a little rounded. So pretty cool. And then we have 1658. I was getting a little low in these because I use them all the time. They're the 4mm dotted rondelles. I call them daisy spacers. That's what I've always learned of them being called, because they look like a little flower. So yeah. And lastly, I got 2 packages of these. These are $1.29 for, how many is supposed to be in here? 1668, 30 pieces. And these are corrugated lantern spacer beads. Those pretty. And these are the ones I'm going to use in the necklace when I start working on it. So I'm going to just take one of those and put it with the necklace stuff up there. The other one can just go back in the package. So that's my order. Anyway, this one, I've been ordering quite a bit from them. I have 2 more orders still outstanding. And after the coupon and the shipping, this came to $57.26. And I saved $22.89 using the coupon. Always use the coupon. Now, I once had used the coupon and for some reason it didn't take. Even though it said it was going to apply, it didn't really apply, and I didn't notice it till after I placed my order. So this is another time I got hold of customer service, and I said, my coupon didn't work for some reason, and I gave them the coupon number. And they actually gave me a store credit for what the coupon amount would be. So another thing that those would really, really work on. So like I say, they're really, really great about getting some you some pieces that when you need stuff. So I really appreciate that. So we have less than a half hour. I know I'm not going to finish the necklace in that time frame. I'm wondering if we should just wait and do it tomorrow and we work on something else today. Though I haven't designed any, but I do have a couple of ear cuffs here. These are the gold ones. I have some silver ones here somewhere too. Have to find those, but I'm not. You know, I'll find the silver ones and we'll make gold and silver tomorrow. And we'll just start on our necklace. It won't get finished, most likely, because we do only have a half hour. But what I'm going to do is I've also brought in these little gold rings and these little tiny lantern beads. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to make sort of a necklace with hanging down. Here, I've got my design sketch out right here. I'm not sure if we can get it so you can see it though. There we go. But we got a really good shadow going there. But see, I'm going to have chain here. Then we're going to have, I'm going to put the rings in, break the chain and put the rings all through here. And then we're going to hang a little bead strand and one of the Christmas balls from each one. And each bead strand is going to be a little bit longer. This one's going to be just 1 bead, 2, 3, and then 4 for the center one. And we're going to jump ring all those on, which will give it a little bit more length. So definitely it's going to take us a little while, but I think we can at least get part of it done, and then we can put it up until till tomorrow morning. So Yes, their service really is outstanding. I am really pleased with them generally. So the first thing I'm going to do for the necklace is I don't want a really long necklace, no more than 18 inches. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take the chain and I'm going to cut 16 inches. Now I know I said I want 18 inches, but what we're going to do is we're going to break our chain and put one of these little rings in every little bit. So we have 7 of them, and then we'll do our bead strands on those. And then once we got all of our bead strands on and our little links or rings, whatever, then we're going to swing some more chain. We'll do a fake one here. We're going to say we have our bead strand here. This one's crooked. And it's a little lower than the one beside it because we've got more beads on it. Then we're going to take and hook this little piece of chain up to the ring like the rest of it is hooked up there. And then it's going to swing down and come back over here. So we're going to make little chain loops between each one of our necklace pieces. So what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to cut 16 inches of this, and then we're going to start splitting it so that we can put the rings in where we want them. I'm going to use 7. There's 9 of these, but we're only going to use 7. So I believe this is stainless steel chain, so I am going to, come here you, 12. Now this is a meter of chain and 13, 14, 15, 16 right here. And a meter is a little over 3 feet, so there's quite a bit here. So we should have plenty to do this. These are my heavy-duty clippers. Even so, you can see I've notched them a few spots. I got these from jewelry.com in a set of 3. Every once in a while I get a message from them saying, would you like to get some flush cutters for just the price of shipping, which is, I think they said is like $8 or $9, something like that. And I'll say yes. And then they'll, come on, thank you, go off my finger. Then the next thing they offer you other things as well. And the first thing they usually offer with the flush cutters is, do you want to complete your set with the heavy duty ones and the smaller ones that have more of a point so they can get into some rough spots? And I'll say, every once in a while I'll say yes, because, these go bad just like everything else. And of course I want some in my travel kit. So these are my heavy duty ones. These say they can be used on 25 millimeter wire. So they work fine on our on this chain. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to split this chain in half, because we are using 7. It's an uneven amount, so we're going to have a ring right in the center. And it looks like this one comes down and there's 2 right there in the center instead of just 1. So I'm just going to split one of these 2. So one's going to be 1 link longer than the other one, which I'm not going to worry about because, there's lots of more breaks and everything going to happen. So then what's going to happen now is we're going to put up one of the rings. We're going to jump ring it. Come here, you. course, we want 7 because we're going to have 7. So we're going to jump it, ring this ring right in the middle. We're going to go up a little bit, jump ring another one, so on and so on till we have all 7. I think I got 8 out. Up the edges, like so. So now I have to decide how big of a gap I want between my chain pieces. And I'm thinking about an inch minus a couple of links. Maybe 3/4. Well, if I do an inch, I don't want them too close because I don't want the bulbs biffing against each other too much. But at the other hand, I don't want them way far apart because then they look funky. So let's do this. This is an inch. Now, if I cut it at an inch, even if I take a couple of links out of the inch, which I will do, I will decide how many this is, and then I'll cut it as with 2 less. I still, because of the jump rings, hooking it on will still get that length, be that about that length. This is going to go down a little bit further. And then we'll go up another inch. So I don't want it to get too far apart, but at the same time, we need it to be far enough apart that they're not going to bang into each other. But I think that could even be just, maybe even just a ½ inch almost. I want it about like that. So let's take and measure the gap I've put here. Looks like 3/4 of an inch. So we'll go at 3/4 of an inch. Measure our chain at 3/4 of an inch. And then we'll back off 2 links. So there we go. There's 3/4 of an inch right here. Back off 2 links, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 links. Now, before I go on, I'm going to hook this one up and see if it looks like what I'm wanting. So we'll get out a few of our little guys here. A lot more than a few, but that's all right. And we're going to hook these 2 of these rings together here. So 1 ring, 1 chain in. Because the Tinky Tots, or the 4mm, are about the same size as the chain links, then it's gonna just sort of meld into there, looking like, almost looking like it's just more chain, see? I closed that link without putting in one of the rings. Come on, baby. Do I have you too close here? Right here. So that's what the connection's going to look like. Then we'll have the bead strands hanging down from those. Since this red one is a sole one, well, unless you count the pink, I figured I'd put it in the middle. And then we've got two different colored greens, two different colored blues, and then some yellows and such. So it's going to look like sort of like that. So we need to get some more chain cut to put the rest of the links on. Now I think the one I cut was this one over here. Yeah, it was. So we need to, this should be going this direction because this is the middle to this side, and then we'll go this way. So we need to cut all these links and get them going. Thanks, Angel. Always helpful. Now, I for the members, I have decided that we are going to do a members live on Thursdays if I can figure out how to do it. I figured there would be a special button on the go live thing, but I didn't see one. So I know the members first video I put up yesterday. There is a special spot for that, though. Of course, you have to put your video up right away. You don't get to wait on the first one. So if I'm going to put it up, I need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I need to. Excuse me, I'm spacing out here as I'm talking here. I knew that one was the cut one. So when you do the one where you get the members get to see it first, what happens is you have to put the members one on right then and there as soon as you load it up instead of scheduling it, and then it schedules the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, it schedules it to go to the public, but it doesn't schedule it then to go. It won't let you schedule it when it goes, the members one goes up. So if you want it to go up a specific day, you have to load it on that day. So found that one out yesterday when I went to send out the earring one. I did do the little fruit one yesterday and put it out for the members first. So 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. So the members already can see that one. So but the rest of the public won't see it till Saturday, because that's the one day that I figured I'd put a recorded one up. So yep, this is our ending pieces. So now we just have to put our chain back together here. Oh, I just started a members group this week on Monday. There is a link for it in the description of this video. It costs $4.99 a month, and it's what I'd call the usual perks with the you get the video early and the regular videos early, depending on how I want to do it. You'll get them like this one, the members have it right now, the one that's up right now, and other folks won't get it until Saturday. Then I'm going to try and do a members only live, but I got to figure out how to do that one. And if so, I'll be doing it on Thursdays at 1 o'clock Mountain Time, which would be 2 Central and 3 Eastern. And I'm going to be doing that on Thursdays. And if I can figure it out all right, hope I won't have to contact Randy and say, okay, what am I doing wrong? Wouldn't be the first time, though. But I just talked to her the other day because I think I need a new tripod, so I was asking her which one she uses for her recordings and stuff. So she's always such a sweetheart and helps when you have a problem. So actually, she was the one that helped me figure out how to not have to go sideways. Remember when I first started doing lives, and my lives were always upside down, and she was the one that tested and helped me to figure out what I was doing that was making that happen. So she's always a great help for anybody that needs help. Of course, sometimes it takes her a little while to answer you when you have a problem, and generally that's because she's busy as all heck. But uh-oh, that one didn't close all the way. We'll have to work it a little bit here. Uh-oh, opened it further instead of closing it more. I may have to, yeah, this one's going to need a new jump ring. I didn't get it to close properly. Well, maybe it will. There we go. It did that time. So these little rings are going to be busy because not only are they going to have the chain on this chain on them, we're going to have our dangles hanging from them, and then another piece of chain is going to dangle between the two. So we'll get this piece of chain put together, and then it will be time to make up the dangles. Dang, Rose, stop. And now this side just needs the big chain put on. Your own. My original plan was simply to hook the dangles and the other chain right into the chain. And then I decided, no, that's going to be a little bit busy for the chain links. Putting everything on them like that. Sorry if I'm going off screen. I tend to pull things towards me when I'm putting them together. It's my biggest problem with my recorded videos is that I tend to pull the stuff closer to me so that I can see what I'm doing better. So there is this side. Now we got to do these other two rings. Oh no, Amazon went on strike. Oh geez, that's not good. Oh, hi, Kathy. Didn't notice you pop in. Oh, and we have Nicole here too. Hi. So that's not good that Amazon is on strike. I have stuff ordered from them. though I think everything has already been shipped, hopefully, so that I don't have to worry about it not making it. Well, I ordered everything before by Monday so that I wanted, so that I wouldn't have to worry about it not getting here in time. So, still not good. There's, if they haven't shipped everything out, then if they're on strike, then there's people whose Christmas stuff is not going to make it here. Hopefully, the Amazon people will get their act together and see what needs to be done to end the strike relatively quickly, because I remember quite a few years back, I don't remember how long it was, before that something happened and people, there was thousands of people that didn't get their Christmas gifts they'd ordered, and boy, that really um, gave a knock to Amazon's reputation, of course. But, and I get a lot of stuff from Amazon. It's funny though to me how the mail, some of it's coming so fast, and other stuff is just seems to be dinking around, like my Bead Box Bargains order here that's still not here, that is late. It was supposed to have been here Tuesday and still is not telling me where it's at exactly. It just says it's moving through the network. Okay. But it's funny because I sent my family's package to them last Friday, priority mail, and it was there by Monday. It's like, okay, so why are some things getting places really fast and other stuff is just taking its own freaking sweet time? But it is the time of year. Come on, baby, go on there. Sometimes when you're doing these, you need to put the bigger thing on first so that it can slide to or the small. Well, it depends on which one wants to behave and which one doesn't want to behave. Sometimes you want to put so that you can slide the one to the back of your jump ring before you start on the other side. So, and last piece of putting this base chain together. Come on, go on there. No, not my pliers, you silly. Okay, now this part of the chain is all done except for, of course, putting on its clasp, which I'm not sure what I want to use for clasp yet. And what we're going to do here is we're going to decide which ones of these we want where. And this middle one's going to be the longest. Now, and then we're going to put the other ones up the sides. Other green. And then blues. And I think this is a yellowy orange color, so it probably will be my ending one. And to make these links here, I'm going to I'm going to Ah, so it's not actually Amazon that's on strike, it's the Teamsters. So now see, I have a long mat here, a big mat here, and a small mat here. These small mats I got given from Bonnie, and I try and stay in this mat when I'm working so that you guys can see me better. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to make little bead strands here, and they're all going to start with one of these, and then now this one is only going to have one of those, so it's going to be short up there like that. Then I'm going to add one of these lantern beads to the next one strand, and then it's going to be one of these, the lantern bead, and the next one of those. And this one is going to have 2 lantern beads in the middle with 2 of these. And I'm also going to probably put a little ball spacer or daisy spacer between the lanterns, since I like a spacer between my lanterns. And then going up this way, we're going to do the same with just one of these spacers, one in a crystal on this one, and a crystal and 2 on this one. So we're just going to go up, and then we're going to hook those onto there, like I said. And what I do with my chain, here it is. And then once we've got that done, and we can see how much distance and how much of a gap we want, then we can take this chain again, and we're going to cut pieces so that it loops between the two, like so. This will come up here, over here. And then it'll be smaller loops till we get all the way down and out. So that's what it's going to look like. Hey, Marianne. Oh, thank you. Way to go, Kimberly. Always nice to be off for a while. So that's how we're going to do this. We're right at our hour right now. Well, actually, we're 3 minutes over. So I'm going to pack this stuff up, and we're going to finish it tomorrow, because the most work is going to be just wrapping up our bead strands and then putting things together. So we're going to get this finished tomorrow. We've got everything we need on the base chain other than the ending. And so put these guys back away so we don't lose them. Even if I do have 2 extras, I don't want to lose them. They're too pretty to lose. And then, like I say, we're going to just do the bead strands and hook these all together with little jump rings, and then cut the chain for the next batch and hook them together on with the little jump rings. These little jump rings are going to get a workout, and then we'll decide on the closure for it. But I think it's going to be really pretty when it's finished. Very festive. Sorry, Marianne. Sometimes it is hard to find it. You can look for me on it as In Rose's Garden 6905, all one piece. And it should come straight up, and I do send a notification that I'm going to do a live out before I start. So you might want to, if you subscribed and you rang the bell thing, I mean, if you're following, and ring the bell, it should give you a notification that I'm coming on. So hopefully it will. So we're going to put all this stuff up. We'll see you guys in the morning, or those of you who are members. Like I said, I'm going to try and do a members live this afternoon. I'm not sure if it'll work, but we're going to try. And So we will see you tomorrow morning if I don't see you this afternoon. And I hope you all had a good time. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, working for Randy Brown, a Thunder Horse descendant. And tomorrow is our last day for week 1. Wow, seems hard to believe we're already through week 1, doesn't it? So we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.